Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Welcome to our second video of anatomy from reference of USMLE book. In the last video we have already discussed about the brachial plexus. Now we will discuss about the muscle innervation. The muscle innervation. In last video we have learned that we have 5 terminal nerves. From these 5 terminal nerves, 3 were arising from the anterior division and 2 were arising from the posterior division. The first nerve which is arising from the anterior division is called musculocutaneous nerve. This is arising from the lateral cord of the brachial plexus, and its nerve roots are from the C5 and C6 ventral rami. This musculocutaneous nerve innervates the anterior compartment of the arm. And in last video we also learned that the nerves which are arising from the anterior compartment, they are acting as flexors, and in this nerve which is also arising from the anterior division, flexing the elbow joint, and another primary action of this is supination of the hand. The biceps brachii is the muscle which is responsible for the supination and is innervated by the musculocutaneous nerve. The second nerve which is arising from the anterior division is median nerve. This median nerve roots are from the C5 through T1 ventral rami, and this nerve innervates the muscles in forearm, in hand, and in central compartment, some muscles. In the forearm, all anterior compartment is innervated by the median nerve except 1.5 muscles. This 1/2 muscles are flexor carpi ulnaris and ulnar half of the flexor digitorum profundus. This 1/2 muscles are not innervated by median nerve, they are innervated by the ulnar nerve. The action of the median nerve in the forearm is flexing of the wrist and all digits. The anterior compartment of the forearm, the muscles of them crossing the wrist, and they reach themselves to the digits. So for this case they have to flex the wrist and all digits. The another action is pronation. The pronation action is also acting by the median nerve, and a muscle which is called pronator teres is responsible for the pronation, and this pronator teres is innervated by the median nerve. In hand, the thinner compartment is innervated by the median nerve, and thinner compartment is also called the thenar eminence, which is located at the palm of the hand, and it is near the thumb. And this thinner compartment has 4 muscles. From these 4 muscles, the 3 muscles are innervated by median nerve, and 1 other muscle is innervated by the ulnar nerve. In this thinner compartment, 1 muscle is by the name of opponens pollicis muscle. This opponens pollicis muscle is responsible to the opposition of the thumb, and this is innervated by the median nerve. In the central compartment, the lumbricals of digits 2 and 3 are innervated by the median nerve, and we have 4 lumbricals in hand. Lumbricals of digits 2 and 3 are innervated by the median nerve, and digits of 4 and 5 by ulnar nerve. And now is the time that we know what the lumbricals work. The lumbricals action is the flexing of the metacarpophalangeal joints and the extension of the interphalangeal joints. We have 2 interphalangeal joints. One is proximal interphalangeal joint, and another is distal interphalangeal joint. The third nerve which is arising from the anterior divisions of the brachial plexus is ulnar nerve, and this nerve arising from the nerve roots of C8 through T1 ventral rami, and innervating the muscles in forearm, in hand, in central compartment, and also innervating the lumbricals of digits 4 and 5 and adductor pollicis muscle. In forearm, we discussed that 1/2 muscle which were one half muscle which were flexor carpi ulnaris, and the medial or ulnar half of the flexor digitorum profundus are innervating by the ulnar nerve, and they are flexing the wrist and weak and digit 4 and 5. Why digits 4 and 5 are flexing by ulnar nerve? Because the flexor digitorum profundus muscle crossing the wrist and reaching themselves to the distal phalanx of the 4th and 5th digits. So for this case, they have to flex these digits. In hand, the hypothenar compartment is innervated by this nerve. The hypothenar eminence is also like the thenar eminence, and this is located at the palm near to the digiti minimi. This compartment has also 4 muscles, and these all 4 muscles are innervated by the ulnar nerve. In central compartment, we have 8 muscles of interossei muscles. Interossei muscles are the muscle which name means inter means between, ossei means bones. So now they are the muscles which are located in between of the metacarpal bones, and we have 2 kinds of interossei: palmar interossei and dorsal interossei. 4 are palmar and 4 are dorsal. The dorsal interossei muscles abducting of the digits, and the palmar interossei muscles are adducting the digits. So this abduction and adduction of the digits is the work of the palmar and dorsal interossei muscles. And one other thing that we have to remember is that they are assisting lumbricals in MP flexion and IP extension of digits 2 up to 5. And they have some collaboration with the lumbricals. And another thing is that lumbricals are lumbricals of digits 4 and 5 is innervated by the ulnar nerve. The second and third lumbricals were innervated by the median nerve, and we discussed about the action of this, that flexing of the MP and the extension of the PIP and DIP joints. They are the 4th and 5th digits. Another muscle which is innervated by this nerve is adductor pollicis muscle, which is a kind of one of the muscles of the thenar eminence. The 3 muscles were innervated by the median nerve, but we mentioned that one nerve is innervated by the ulnar nerve, which is adductor pollicis, and the action of adductor pollicis is also adducting of the thumb. So this was the 3 nerves which were arising from the anterior divisions. The 2 nerves which are arising from the posterior divisions are axillary and radial nerves. The axillary nerve arising from the posterior cord from the nerve roots of C5 and C6, and the axillary nerve innervate just 2 muscles, deltoid and teres minor muscle. The deltoid muscle action is adducting the shoulder in between 15 up to 110 degree, or it means over the horizon. It works, the deltoid muscle. And the teres minor muscle, lateral rotation of the shoulder. They're rotating the shoulder laterally. The deltoid is adducting the shoulder 15 up to 110 degree, but on one other muscle we have by the name of supraspinatus muscle, which abducting the shoulder between 0 and 15 degree. That beyond 15 degree is the work of deltoid muscle. The last nerve which is arising from the posterior division is radial nerve, which originate from the posterior cord, and its nerve roots are C5 through T1 ventral rami, and they are acting as extensors, and they are innervating the posterior compartment muscles of the arm and forearm. So what should be its action? Its action should be extending. So it extending of MP joint, wrist joint, and elbow joint. And another primary action of the radial nerve is supination. The supinator muscle is responsible for the supination of the hand and is innervated by the radial nerve. It was about the terminal nerves muscle innervation. About the collateral nerves we will discuss in another video.